Greeting doctors, my name is Sanri. These are the AI decoration for my content. And today I'll be presenting on the future of human resource management. Here are the table of content regarding this matter, which consists of 5 categories, include introduction, key trend, implication, recommendation. Last is the conclusion. Let's move on to the introduction. So we must be wondering why every organization needs an HR department. What is HR? Human Resource Management is a department in every organization that is responsible for ensuring a productive and positive work environment. At the same time, it supports the organization's fundamental goals through effective management of human resource. HR also address a range of issues regarding to all workers. Another question is, what is HRM? Just like HR, human resource management plays a critical and strategic role of managing people, recruiting, developing, retaining talent while ensure a compliant, a healthy culture workplace. It evolve far beyond just hiring and firing to a core business function that drive performance to a long-term sustainability. On the right-hand side of the slide, are the HR responsibility. Now we all know about human resource and it responsible. Why does HRM matters? Because every result that we care about, more profit, lower cost, happier customer, a stronger brand start with our people. Human resource management is simply how we turn talent into result. Moving on to our main point, which is our key trend. I'll be talking about hybrid and remote work. First, let me go briefly into remote work. Remote work is a flexible work in which employee can work from home or another non-office location using technology, social platform, internet connection, collaboration apps to do their jobs and stay connected. On the other hand, the hybrid work is also a flexible work model in which employee can split their time between office work and remote. It's blend in-person collaboration with remote and flexibility. Remote work started when the pandemic of COVID-19 began in the late 2019 to early 2020. When the world's biggest fear happened, the first outbreak of COVID-19 occurred that people were scared to be physically meet or touch. Offices were forced to shut down and remote work became the only survival way to keep the work going. During 2021 to 2022, company learns that employee can stay on track and be productive. So the method still continuously using until 2023 to the present. As hybrid began, as hybrid became the most famous method to balance performance, safety, and employee experience. And why does hybrid and remote work didn't fade away after COVID-19? As shown in the graph here of Gallup in 2020, about 70% US employee work from home, which was the greatest rate in labor history. As of 2025, approximately 36 million American with 28% of workforce work remotely full-time and another 51 experience hybrid flexibility. Based on the data from McKinsey by USA Today Blueprint, the top 3 industries that rely most heavily on remote and hybrid work are the computer mathematics field, then followed by business, financial operation, architecture, engineer, legal, sales, and marketing. However, the industry where employees are required to work fully in office and in person include healthcare, manufacturing, production, hospitality, and construction. These are the 20 companies that successfully proved that remote work can be extremely advantageous for their organization. From our top 20, GitLab, runs one of the world's largest all remote with over 1,500 people across 65 countries using clear workflow, ritual, and decision lock into accountability and alignment, resulting in major office cost saving and durable culture. This also was well documented by Harvard and McKinsey case study proceeding to the implication. I have separated pros and cons into two sections, organization and HR viewpoint. There's a cost saving and less capital for organization, lower hiring and training expense, wilder talent pool, with lower relocation costs and stronger recruiting leverage for HR. On the other hand, the organization will face security and data tracking risks, weaker innovation, and teamwork if poorly designed, while workers are easily to overlook for recognition and pay gets tricky with the location base and transparency rules and internal equity. Another slide is the pro and con for remote work as stated by the USA Today Blueprints. A better work-life balance was voted the top benefit of remote work by 59% in the survey. It was closely followed by saving time on commuting. However, 34% employee feel isolated from their teamwork, and 25% have fewer opportunity to learn from the others. And as we all know that hybrid work will always have more positive impact due to its flexibility. The gains in organization of hybrid are all the challenges that remote work was lacking of, with the only trade-off of coordination, overhead, and meeting load. For HR, its benefits quite similarly for a hybrid compared to remote, just better collaboration, faster knowledge, flexibility, and stronger retention. For their employee engagement, some advantages for the employee are to improve work-life balance and more efficient use of their time throughout the day, with the challenge of less access to work resource and feel less connected to the culture. The top benefit of work on site for hybrid are having time to build relationship with their worker and managers. Another case study on RSPCA, which won a CIPD People Management Award for Health and Well-being with a smart hybrid model, using RBV model to turn their employee skill, flexibility, and commitment into a advantage communication cloud tool with a trust-first culture where people and their employee feel value and heard. With Orange HR model, HR act as a strategic partner and change agent, backing flexible work and well-being for their employee engagement. Moving on to the recommendation. In order to save the hybrid work, we need to cooperate on saving it. There's a strong correlation between productivity and revenue. And hybrid work does increase in productivity, which means that HR should make sure that all workers understand the importance of hybrid work. My recommendation for the future of HR are to follow the Orange theory, which consists of strategic partner, tying the hybrid work to outcome a clear goal and share purpose so employees see why flexibility matters. Change agent invest heavily in tool and train worker properly for engaging and sharing ideas. Employee champion is to build a well-being and recognition ritual, fair promotion, and manager check-in for everyone. Last is admin expert. Automate payroll, clean policy, and provide fast HR service. Lastly is the conclusions. Let me start off with the vision and mission. To build a human-oriented world where people and organizations thrive together, powered by innovation, inclusion, and continuous learning in terms of a better life because it's designed around people. How do we get there? That's our mission. Empower people with the right digital tools, flexible way of working, an ethical, inclusive environment so people can adapt fast and succeed the goal. In order to make our mission real and our vision real and our mission critical, HR will design work, build skill, equip managers, and run on data with ethics to enhance fairness and trust in every decision. In conclusion, as technology continue to evolve, by 2030, hybrid work will continuously growing, aligning with the technology itself. HR must adapt to the fast change and modern tool, AI, or data-driven practice with the effectiveness of HRM practice. Organization can drive through a long-term success. And hybrid work became one of the most competitive tools in hiring, performing, and retention. HR leaders should make sure that their employee get used to and make use of the system accordingly. Do this well, and we don't just keep up to the change, we will lead it. Lastly, my reference, here are the reference for supporting my research speech. Thank you, doctors, for listening to my speech.